man is to make them right. And we are not right, because you see, we are conceived in sin, born in sin, we come into the world in sin, and need making right with God. Hi girls, of course you can, yes, I'm good. How are you? Sure.
Smaller than what I am.
Yeah, don't worry. Sorry?
Where do you travel from?
Stoke at the end. But please, before you go in, I just say, my name is James Hamilton, Reverend James Hamilton.
Yes.
I'm a minister of the gospel.
Yes.
Under the law, I am free to travel, do my business, do my work. Yeah.
Unfortunately, during COVID still, so it's essential travel only.
Not that, but as a minister of the gospel, I have the legal right to travel through my work.
I must have missed that exemption. I didn't see that
You
exemption.
need to look into it, my dear,
Okay.
because that is, I've taken legal advice on it. Yeah. Looked into it thoroughly. Ministers of the gospel are free to travel, to conduct services, and to conduct their business. I'm doing my job. I'm a minister of the gospel. Yeah?
Okay.
I'm not just an ordinary Christian wandering about.
Still on essential travel. You were warned last week, wasn't you, as well? You was quite an officer over there. What happened is, okay, fine's going to be issued, yeah, and then you can contest it in court.
Okay.
Is that alright?
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah.
Guys,
I'll do that. Yeah.
you got a device.
I'll do that.
Obviously, take it to court, contest it there.
Sure. Yeah. I'm perfectly free to do my work. I'm doing my.
This also includes a direction to leave as well, so okay.
It's my job. Yeah.
You got device. Have you travelled
You
far?
getting this?
I'm from Birmingham.
You're from Birmingham. Have you come out today for things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where in Birmingham?
Yeah.
Solihull.
Solihull.
Again, it's not essential coming back. Ben said it's come from Solihull. Again, it's not essential to come to Birmingham City Centre.
But
So-
who says it's not essential? Because you're allowed out for recreation, you're allowed out for doing your job, and you're allowed out for charity work.
Okay.
Of which two, well, you could even class this as three. But if you want to take recreation, it needs to be in the normal area, then fair enough.
It's supposed to be local at the moment, isn't it? So.
No, it's supposed to be to a place of work. This is where we work. Week in, week out, we've been preaching here in Birmingham. This is my full-time job. I don't do another job. This is a full-time ministry. This is my place of work, and we're allowed to travel to a place of work, and we're allowed to travel to do charity work. I mean, those guys are doing charity work, and I assume you've not spoke to them or stopped them.
My colleague.
Okay, so what will happen is you'll be issued with an FPN, and you can contest it in court, mate. Okay. At the end of the day, we've been given the guidelines. That
Yeah, we're contesting the guidelines.
Yeah, but you have to contest it in court, not to us. So basically, anybody that's non-essential travel gets issued with a fine. It's not saying that you have to pay that fine, but you can contest it at court.
Okay, can I say? Well, yeah, but you're here to uphold the law, not just.
Like I said, sir.
Can I take your number?
Yeah,
as well,
21485. I've explained it, and then you can contest it in court. That's not an issue.
Yeah, but
Alright.
you can't just go issuing fines willy-nilly and then say contest it in the court. You need to be able to show by the law that you are legally allowed to do this, and you're not. We're allowed out to do charity work, and we're allowed out to our place of work. This is my place of work, and we're doing charity work as those guys are doing there, and they're not being stopped. So that says to me that there's this is unfair, because you're targeting one group of people doing charity work, doing their work, and you're not another. So I mean that.
Supposed to be impartial. You take a vow to be impartial.
Yeah, we are impartial.
No, you're not. Oh, what's up over them all there?
They've been here for 6 weeks.
I've only just actually walked down
They're
here
there
at the
every day.
moment.
They're there every day. Yeah.
Okay.
We're here.
No.
Listen, guys. We're here to help people because we love people, and you're targeting us. People are suffering, man. People are suffering. They're in distress, and we are here to help them. We'll use your discretion that's given to you. Go do something else. Go catch some criminals. Yeah.
But
we're here to help
unfortunately,
people.
we're in a pandemic at the moment, and
We're here to help
travelling from Stoke to Birmingham
Yeah.
is
Lawful.
quite a long
It's
journey.
lawful. It's lawful.
That's if a colleague said you can protest that.
Lawful.
Yes, but what I'm saying is you cannot just hand out. You can't just dispense. You need to do it within the law, and you are not within the law. And this is why I need your numbers, because I know, but it's not only a matter of contesting it in court. We've got to contest the fact that you guys are acting outside of the law. You're acting outside of the law. And I want to make that clear to you now, because when it comes to court,
People including, just put their rationale down.
Where's the trouble from today, mate?
Birmingham.
Solihull,
Well, Kingshurst. So it's within 5 miles, 6 miles. So it's not only a matter of contesting this in court, it's a matter of contesting you guys who are acting illegally. You're supposed to uphold the law, and you are not upholding the law. I need to make that clear to you.
We're going from our directions we've been given from the force.
From who?
From our force.
Yeah, but I need names, because this is going to be.
Come from policy from our force. So you can contact West Midlands Police, but I'm saying this is what we.
No, you're the ones. You're the police officer, right?
Yeah.
You're the one who's been given the authority to act.
Yeah.
So it's
And
you
we've
can't
given out
you can't point to someone else.
We've given out multiple fines to other people.
Well, that and they may have been rightly given.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is this is not.
Okay.
This is
How-
not.
Is there any other reason you cannot do your preaching nearer home in Solihull?
This is my place of work.
Okay.
Yes, we do preach there as well, but this is our place of work.
Okay. Obviously, you can appreciate for us. It's because you're outside in the street. It's very hard for us to say
Yes,
yes.
but
This is where you
there is
work.
laws. In the whole of the lockdown, when we
Okay.
weren't allowed out, we
Okay.
stayed in. As soon as we were allowed to come out and do charity work, do our work, and when people were allowed out for recreation, we've come back to do our job. Legally allowed to do this job, and you guys are acting illegally, and we'll have to take this up. It's not just a matter of contesting our fines and we get off. It's a matter of having to contest that the police are acting illegally, and we've got it all on camera. Excuse me, sir. We've got it all on camera. So we are going to take this further, because this is a violation of our freedoms.
But we don't get the same story from you. We go to different places, different towns, and we get a different story from every policeman we come in contact with. We get a different story.
Again, you've just said you've gone to different towns. That's
Yeah.
part of our concern, is you're going travelling to different towns. We're in a
Well,
pandemic.
why are
Birmingham, West
why-
Midlands.
why are
is very
some
hard.
why are some policemen quite happy with us and you're not?
I'm not very-
It's
I'm
only
not
in
very happy
Birmingham.
with people
It's only in
travelling.
Birmingham that we have trouble.
It's because we've got such a high rate of
But
deaths
it's not.
at the
But
moment.
your
and
job is to
cases.
uphold the law, not because you think we shouldn't be
Yeah.
doing something.
What
It's
you
to
think.
uphold
Yeah.
the
What
law.
you
And
think
it's
the
people-
law.
You've just said yourself,
He's
sir,
telling
you've
you
gone
what the
from
law
town
is.
to town to town. I'm not going to argue
And
with
that's-
you.
He's
And that's the
legally
trouble.
allowed
Just yourself.
to.
You've gone from town to town to town.
You
I
don't even know what the
personally-
law is.
I do actually. I
You don't.
personally,
You
you
don't.
shouldn't be travelling to multiple places.
Well, that's your opinion, but you're not here to give your opinion. You're here to uphold the
upholding
law.
'cause you're doing multiple travelling.
Where is
Come
that?
to Birmingham
He is a
City.
minister of the gospel.
Okay.
He is allowed to travel for his work.
I'm not going to dispute it here. You're going to be issued.
Well, it'd be
tickets.
disputing it in court when we
That's
take
fine.
you to court, because we're going to have to do this because we're getting shut down. And you should know your job, and you should know the law. And if it's shown that you don't know the law, then that's not going to look good on you guys. Seriously, you should know the law.
You have to do it back on the street. So it's to return to where they live, because it includes
So those guys are allowed to continue on their
We can only do
ministry.
one person at a time, can't we? So we will be going down speaking to people.
Right, but they've been here for 6 weeks. While the lockdown
have you
here, they've
travelled
been.
into Birmingham today?
I don't know if I need to give you that information.
We're just going to put it on there as to how you're going to leave. Was it bus, train?
Well, I'm not answering any of your questions
Just
that I
put
don't have to.
refuse to answer.
I don't think you're acting legally.
You're certainly not acting impartially.
No.
Personal details known.
So much for your oath.
No reviews.
So much for your oath.
Are you willing to give your details?
And and if I don't?
Okay, we don't really want to go down this route, but if you don't,
You
okay,
arrest
it
me.
carries a power of arrest. Yeah.
Okay.
No.
So that will. So then that'll be false imprisonment on your case if
It's a
you.
power of arrest to obtain details, sir.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, so you're arresting me. So this is basically up in the ante because you're acting illegally. So if you arrest,
we've just asked you for your details. It's up to you what path you want to take. Whether you want to give us them or you don't. But then if you don't, then that it increases then the power of arrest for yourself, so we can obtain your details.
yeah, no, I understand that.
That's all it is. I'd rather not go down that road, but.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is you're acting illegally. So if you have to arrest me, then that's going to in court. That's going to be a greater offence against you guys you've committed. Because not only have you just handed me
I'm not going to stand here and have that argument with
Okay.
you, sir. Of course not. And like I said, you can go to court, which I'm sure you will, and you can give your explanation in court.
It's not just. But I just want to make this clear. We're not just contesting the fine in court.
Yeah.
We're contesting this false
That's absolutely fine.
imprisonment. It will be if I'm arrested because I don't give my details because I don't think.
So are you refusing to give your details, are you? Or would you like to give your details?
What details do you require?
It's just name, address, and contact number, pretty much.
Is that pretty much, or is that?
You know, it is, yeah. Name, address, and contact number.
Okay, I'll give you my name.
What's your name?
So if you're to uphold your oath of impartiality, you're going to have to go and arrest every single other person now who is doing charity work. Do you appreciate that? Excuse me, sir. Do you appreciate that?
Like, so we'll go around, we'll talk to everyone.
Well, no. You've got to do exactly what you've done to us. That's impartiality. That's what impartiality means. You treat everybody the same.
It's already been explained to you why we're doing this.
Yeah, okay, but now you've got to be impartial. You've got to go to everybody else who's doing charity work, and you've got to offer them, well, give them a £200 fine. That's what you've got to do. If you're acting impartially, if you're not, you're betraying your oath.
But the charity work isn't the issue here. It's the fact that you're travelling from city to city.
This is my city.
But it's already been.
Those guys have travelled from out of the city centre.
I'm from 3 miles away from here.
And yeah, 3 miles away from here.
Yeah, you might have to save it and find it on there.
Yeah. But the thing is that what you've got to be careful of, I work with the police quite often, yeah?
It's ridiculous,
You've got to be
really.
careful is the fact you've got 5 policemen, and it looks like you're harassing 2 people just preaching the gospel, reaching out to people, helping them. There's a lot of mental illness. And that's
I understand
why I appreciate the fact that they're actually helping someone.
Yeah, no, I do understand that. but
Don't
also-
you guys feel overwhelmed?
So just keep that and then
And the thing is,
because he's not sharing your thing.
slowing down.
That's why we're actually stepped back. So we don't try and be oppressive, actually, is what we're trying to do.
Let's take it, let's take it.
How it looks from my point of view.
So-
I don't know these
Let's take
people.
it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And
That's why we
It's a
stepped
disgrace.
back,
and
sir.
what it
It's an
does,
absolute
it really
disgrace.
makes me feel very uncomfortable with what's happening in society, with the fact that the police now
I understand that. It also
seem
makes
to
me
be.
very uncomfortable
Yeah.
that the pandemic's still going on, and
It doesn't matter how uncomfortable you feel, it's the law you need to uphold, man. It's not about how comfortable you
So
feel.
he's saying he's uncomfortable with us being here, and I'm also uncomfortable in a pandemic.
Do you want your reference
And
number,
you'll
mate?
actually let me
Yeah.
finish. People travelling from city to city to city.
But if it's
That is
legal,
also
it doesn't
unlawful.
matter what you
I'm not
feel
going
about
to
it.
Carry on about this argument. It's not how I feel. It's actually law. You can't travel from city to city to city.
Well, I'm from this city, and so is my friend within 3 miles. And I've been issued a £200 fine because I have
Your
travelled to
colleague-
my place of work to do
whose
charity
job
work.
Wasn't though.
Well, it's so-
I'm not going to stand in the street and argue with you.
Ah, but
sir.
don't, you can't.
Still on there.
Someone else commits a crime, you can't insist I'm punished for it. And he's a minister of the gospel anyway, so he's allowed to.
And with the best will in the world, I've got to face something.
Yeah.
You haven't. You're not socially distanced.
We are socially distanced and we're outside.
The social distance.
What's your street name?
Edge Baston Street.
It's actually 1 metre or 2 metres.
It's 2 metres without a mask on.
It's okay. You haven't got a mask on either, and you're
I'm not the one who's claiming that I'm doing something. You're the one who's claiming that you're doing something legal.
It's outside. We don't have to have a mask. I'm not going to get into these arguments with you.
Right.
We're outside.
I'm incredibly saddened by this situation, because the thing is that I see people trying to do good and being
Look at
by the police, and you're supposed to be spending.
Look at that. Drinking tea, eating.
And I'm saddened by it.
You have to go and issue them a fine, otherwise you're breaking your oath. Do you understand that? Do you appreciate that? This is discrimination if you don't arrest, or at least don't fine those people. Do you understand that, sir? Do you understand that? This is discrimination. Do you understand that this is discrimination if you don't go and now charge every single person who's doing charity work in the street? Look at that, look at what's happening there. They're surrounded by people. We had no one surrounding us, we were socially distanced. Guys, this is a disgrace. You need to seriously think about the oaths that you've taken, because you're going to stand before God.
What was your second name again, sorry?
I'm not giving you, if you need any more details, you're going to have to arrest me. So these people have been here for day in, day out.
It's okay, they've devised for us, so we've had to refill
Okay,
the form
well,
out.
you're going to have to arrest me then.
Well, why should we really
Why?
have to do that? Because you've already given us your details once.
Yeah, well, I've changed my mind. You're going to have to arrest me.
Okay.
Because if you do, then in court we have a great argument against you, and this needs to be contested, because this is discrimination right here. We've got it on camera that those guys, I've heard it from the horse's mouth this morning, they've been out for 6 weeks. 6 weeks. We've been out since the lockdown was lifted. That is when we came out. We didn't come out before. They've been out for 6 weeks. This is discrimination.
Still not bothering with them, like.
Yeah, I'm just saying, this is discrimination.
Yeah.
Absolute discrimination.
Yeah.
And it's just because your superiors are telling you one thing. Your police officers, you have made the oath yourself to uphold the law. You personally. You personally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is this going to take much longer? Because
Hopefully not, I'm just trying to get the device to actually work. So,
I just
There were people dancing in the streets yesterday.
yeah, I know, yeah.
3 guys and just
Yeah,
music, and they were dancing.
It's the gospel again, like the gospel haters, like, you know.
it's discrimination.
Yeah.
So just say that again, Maurice, just so it's on video.
Yeah, but I saw people yesterday in the evening dancing outside. 3 guys. Even now, if you go to the library around that area, because I pass through there when I'm going.
Sorry, can I talk to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Like when I'm going to Five Ways, sometimes I pass through the library and you can see people dancing outside.
Untouched by the police, and we've been out here twice, and twice we've been threatened. It's absolute discrimination. I would have thought with at least 6 of you, 1 of you would have known the law. The law that you have promised to uphold, I would have thought that at least 1 of you would know the law. Look at them now, they know they have to. What a disgrace. What a disgrace. So I assume their charity work's okay then? Sir? I'm assuming their charity work's okay then, what they're doing? Okay. Do you not know what the outcome? Yeah. Could you find out for me? Is their charity work okay? You can just get this for the camera. So what they're doing's okay.
We're going to go and deal with them at the moment. We're just figuring out what they're doing. We'll come back to deal with you at the moment. We're not saying charity works. You can't go and do charity work.
Well, that's what you've charged us for.
What you've said yourself, sir. If you're going to answer for me, I won't answer then. You asked me something on camera.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
We came and spoke to you because my colleague spoke to you the week before. Your friend here has said he's gone from city to city to city. That is what we're saying.
Okay, so he's a minister of the gospel.
Okay.
So you've got to treat us individually.
Okay.
You can't say just because one of us is from a thingy, all of us.
And this is, I was actually dealing with this gentleman.
So I'm asking you why. No, I'm
I
asking you why am I being charged when I'm doing charity work?
Sorry, half Birmingham. It's not a fixed place of work as such, and it's like you can do things nearer to home.
So can they.
We haven't. It's right. You're saying I need to treat all three of you individually.
That's
so
right.
I don't understand why you're wanting me to treat them exactly the same.
No, I'm asking you,
I've spoken to them, and I'm going to go and speak to them again afterwards.
Okay.
At the moment, I'm dealing with this gentleman who's admitted on my camera he's travelled from city to city to city.
Yeah, he's legally allowed to do that.
If that's the case.
Well, you should know as a police officer. That's the problem.
Why don't you know that? You don't even know the law.
That's the disgrace. That's what we're talking about.
You're not actually letting us finish.
You don't even know the law, man.
It's a disgrace. Honestly,
Police
it's a
officers,
disgrace.
they don't know the law. Goodness me.
Yeah, honestly, it is a disgrace, guys. It is a disgrace if you don't know the law.
Shame to your uniform. Shame to your uniform.
No
wonder Joe Public doesn't like the police anymore.
Have you got my
He's not got an ID on it.
I'm going to stick around, see what happens with these guys, keep it on camera.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Maybe next time we bring some sandwiches to hand out and then they might get off.
Yeah, you'll be alright then, yeah.
That's better than the gospel.
I'll do the gospel as well, but
I'm just capturing, you know, like if you hand out sandwiches, you're fine, but if you preach the gospel, like it's not fine.
Yeah.
you're new to this job.
About 4 or 5 months so far. I do understand that everything that with the COVID rules it is quite confusing. But like we said, you can appeal it, and if they decide that it's not right.
That shouldn't be the way that it operates though. Police officers don't arrest people and then say, right, go to court. You have to abide by the law. You have to administer the law according to the statutes which are given to you by the government. That's your job. You can't just hand out tickets and say appeal them, and you know if you get off, that's good.
To the best of my knowledge, I am upholding the law in this situation, especially because of the travel from Stoke. Obviously.
But I haven't travelled from Stoke.
Have you been travelling around as well?
No, I haven't. But that doesn't matter because you can't arrest me for like what you suspect I've done in the past. Well, I would have been arrested if I hadn't given my details.
But that's a separate issue.
Well, no, because you were arresting me for the reason why I'm out. That's why you would have.
The arrest would have been to find out your details. As soon as they would have found out your details, the arrested.
Yeah, I appreciate that, but why am I being detained? Why me?
To find out your details.
Yes, so exactly. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, you've got no right to be taking my details off me because I'm operating within the law, and you're acting illegally outside of the law. Because they've been out for. My colleague was saying, and he was through town yesterday about his business. He was saying that there's people dancing in the streets.
It's really just dancing. I don't see how that is essential.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Obviously, if police officers come out and see that we weren't here last night, so you know.
No, this is week in, week out here.
If police officers do see that, they will disperse them. They will ask them to move along. That's how it works. Like, it will be happening.
No, but you know, that's what you're saying. I mean, we're just doing our job. I mean, within the boundaries of the law. You guys
Each of those need to get a fine. You realise that, otherwise you're acting impartially.
They have spoken already. I believe something's been done. I don't know what they're
Right, but they're carrying on about their business.
We're dealing with this first, and then we'll go over to after.
Okay, well it's all going to be on camera.
Okay.
Not that I want to get them, because I think they're acting legally as well. But you need to act partially. Dear me. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's good.
Right, job done.
Wow.
Where shall they go?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
83 Roberts bread items, 50p. Come on. Roberts bread, 83 for 50p. Get it in your freezers. Come on.
Jesus loves you.
Roberts bread, 83 for 50p. Come on.
So someone else doing Christian ministry who offered one to the police on camera, hopefully. And he's been allowed to continue.
Roberts bread, 83 50p. Come on.
so many of them.
Don't be sad. Get it in your freezers. Fresh Roberts bread there. You can mix
Is that
it
sorry?
up.
There's a bunch of them giving out tracks.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
The two.
Yeah, I'll get one of them to
Yeah.
give to the.
83 Roberts
It's a good evidence as well. I mean,
50p. Come on.
so many people doing street ministry now.
It's criminal.
83 Roberts bread, 50p. Come on. Get it in your freezers.
I don't think they're going to go until we've actually disappeared, so I'm just hiding a bit.
Yeah.
Come on. 83 Roberts bread, 50p.
You're in the buckets now. I don't think it's.
Come on. Get it in.
No, but I don't think they're going to get in the car and go until they've seen us. Oh, I don't know. Here they go. Here they go.
50p. Get it in your freezers. Come on.
Here they go.
Don't miss out. Roberts bread, 3
There they go.
50.
Yeah.
Pop it in your
Absolute
freezers,
disgrace.
150p.